Only one Kenobi here. Only one. And welcome to my top 5 improved card backs from a card back from the 1970s or 80s that was improved in the modern vintage collection. And the first card is the Imperial Royal Guard. Now the Imperial Royal Guard has been improved from its previous release in the 1980s. The previous image I've shown you in other reviews was a lot more sort of murky in image. This card back that they have now used by Hasbro, this was released in 2012, is so much better. It's brighter, it's a sharper picture, different angle of the Royal Guard standing there. You get almost the same hanger bay image that you get with this Vader card here. You know where it is from the movie. It is the hanger, Tidarium hanger, or whatever you want to call it, from Return of the Jedi. But they have vastly improved the card back, of which I say kudos, good choice, good decision, Hasbro. This is a significantly good improvement. So that is my number 5. My next improved card back from an original card is this Ponda Baba. A really good improvement by Hasbro. Have a closer look at him here. And there he is. Ponda Baba is a great character. We all know who he is, formerly known as Walrus Man. Check out the original card back for him. Now that is awful. I mean, I don't know what it was. Is it it's almost like it's a black and white picture that had been coloured in by somebody. But this one here is just awful. I'm so glad they didn't bring that back. But they took an initiative, Hasbro, and they did that. And that's so much better because that's what it should have been in the first instance. The best vintage cards are the ones where they use a shot, an image from the movie. And that is what you think of when you think of Walrus Man, Ponda Baba. It's the bit when he pushes Luke, I guess. He doesn't like you, follow you, you know how it goes. And there he is. So that is mine, number 4. And now the third card back I can think of that is an improvement of its original. This is a bit of a weird one, this one. It is the Sand Trooper. Now then, this is an improved card back. Unfortunately, it is not like the other two you have just seen. It is not an improvement of an 80s release, but it is an improvement of a previous release. Now this is the second release of a Sand Trooper, and it came 2 years after the first. This is the second Sand Trooper, and this is so much better. Not only is it a better figure, it is a way better card back. This is the first release of a Sand Trooper, and it came in 2010, I believe. And way back in the point when I started collecting the vintage collection, I was looking at a few reviews of figures that I wanted to get, and this was one guy I wanted to get. And I don't know if you know Flyguy.net, Scottish guy. He basically came down on this figure and well, not the card back, but the figure like a ton of bricks. He was massively disappointed with the figure. He said it was missing a few things, just a few little details that he picked up on, like there was no ammo pouch on his pauldron there. And he didn't necessarily think this was the definitive Sand Trooper. So it did actually get subsequently improved by Hasbro. They brought him out again, the figure was improved, and then they used a different card back. And this is what I have to say about the card backs. If you look at the image of this Sand Trooper here, I have no doubt in my mind that this is a Sand Trooper from the special edition. This guy did not appear as he was like that in the original Star Wars, but the original Sand Trooper was this guy here. Someone wasn't bad. The tracks go out in this direction. That is why this is a vast improvement in terms of the character of a Sand Trooper. So there he is. So it's quite a funny one to show you, this one. Only a gap of 2 years between 2010 and 2012, but it is an improvement of a card and figure. Third spot goes to the Sand Trooper, and there he is there. And now, number 4, improved card back goes to the Rebel Soldier. Now I've talked about this before in a video in detail. I believe this to be an improved card back by Hasbro. Let's have another look at him again. This is what they put out in 2011, and it is the Rebel Soldier. This is what I think Hasbro did. What they were doing back then when they were bringing back the vintage collection was they were taking classic characters that they got in the original line and bringing them out. When it came to the Rebel Soldier, let's have a look at the back of this one. That is what you got in the 1980s. Check it out. There's the card back. There's the figure. I think Hasbro did this. I think they looked at that figure and realised that the character of the figure that they put out was wearing a beige top. So instead of bringing out the original card back, they thought to themselves, how can we plus it? How can we get a matching card back to go with the figure? And that is what they gave you. They realised that the guy who wore beige was someone from the inside of Echo Base, and instead of getting the guy out in the trenches in the snow, they gave you almost a deck officer. Deck officer! Yes, sir? Is Commander Skywalker reported in yet? It's possible. Maybe you should go and find out. It's getting dark out there. You know the scene. So there you go. So you got a brand new or updated card back. And there he is. He is my number 4. And finally, my final card back. My final improved card back from an original card or first release of a card. And we're staying on the Rebel Soldier here. Is, again, the Rebel Soldier Hoth. Now don't get confused, stay with me here. Let's go back again to the original Rebel Soldier from 1980 to 1982. There he is, check it out. Now Hasbro in the modern vintage collection announced for 2018 that they were bringing back the Rebel Soldier. And we all thought, well I thought at least, we were going to get this card back because that's what we got in 2011. And I thought in 2018, this year, the year of making this video, that they were going to bring this guy out, or this card back, but they didn't. They improved it yet again. This is what you got. Can you see the difference? Do you see the difference? Now what the difference is this. I'm getting confused myself here. This guy is looking from right to left, whereas this guy is looking from left to right. Now the significance of that is, I think that Hasbro have reversed the image, or should I say this is the card back that came out in 80 to 1982, and it was the wrong way round. I believe that this is the way round it should have been, because if you think about the images from the Battle of Hoth, the good guys are here. I hope I'm getting this right now. The good guys are going that way. All the rebel forces. Echo Station 3TA, we spotted Imperial Walkers. Imperial Walkers are coming from this way. And so that makes sense with this card back here. Now, I don't know who the guy is in the image. I believe it's a Norwegian actor. I think I read that somewhere. But either way, they brought back the card, but they did something right with it. Hasbro either took it and flipped it around so it looks like he's looking from the point of view of what you see in the movie, or actually that was the way around the image was originally anyway. But either way, you've got now the Rebel Soldier and it has been improved. So basically, to put a cap on it, the card back didn't come back out again in the modern era like that. It came out like that. And I hope that makes sense to you. Anyway, that's my 5. There are no honourable mentions, ladies and gentlemen, because there are no other examples that I can think of in this whole grand collection of modern vintage figures that are improvements from the original release of it. I hope you've enjoyed my video. Thank you for watching. This has been Only One Kenobi. Only One. Out.